Welcome to this lesson on factoring trigonometric equations using an algebraic approach. In this video, we will learn how to solve trigonometric equations that look like polynomials by using factoring techniques you likely already know from algebra. We will cover the greatest common factor method and the quadratic form method. Before we dive in, it is crucial to see the structural similarity between algebra and trigonometry. Look at the equation x squared minus x equals 0. We solve this by factoring out the x similarly. With sine squared theta minus sine theta equals 0, the structure is identical. Instead of the variable x, we have the function sine theta. We can factor out sine theta just like we factored out x. Recognizing this parallel makes solving these equations much less intimidating. Let us start with our first example. We need to solve 2 sine x cosine x minus sine x equals 0. The first step is to identify the greatest common factor, or GCF. Notice that both terms contain sine x just like in algebra. We can factor this term out. When we do, we are left with sine x multiplied by the quantity 2 cosine x minus 1 equals 0. Now, we have successfully transformed a complex equation into two simpler factors. Now that we have factored the equation, we apply the zero product property. This property states that if two things multiply to 0, one of them must be 0. So we split our problem into two branches. Branch 1, sine x equals 0. Branch 2, 2 cosine x minus 1 equals 0, which simplifies to cosine x equals 1/2. Now we just need to find the angles on the unit circle that satisfy these simple conditions. Let us look at a slightly harder example. 2 cosine squared x plus cosine x minus 1 equals 0. This is what we call a quadratic form equation. It follows the pattern at x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. To make this easier to handle, we can use a temporary substitution. Let the letter u equal cosine x. If we rewrite the equation using u, it becomes 2u squared plus u minus 1 equals 0. This looks much more familiar, doesn't it? Now we simply focus on factoring the algebraic quadratic equation 2u squared plus u minus 1 equals 0. Using your preferred factoring method, such as the C method or grouping, this factors into the quantity 2u minus 1 times the quantity u plus 1. Once factored, we must not forget the most important step, substituting back. Replace every u with cosine x. We now have the quantity 2 cosine x minus 1 times the quantity cosine x plus 1 equals 0. We are in the home stretch. We take our two factors and solve for x from the first factor. We get cosine x equals 1/2. Looking at our unit circle, cosine is 1/2 at pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. From the second factor, we get cosine x equals -1. On the unit circle, the x-coordinate is -1 only at pi. So, our complete set of solutions for the interval 0 to 2 pi is pi over 3, pi, and 5 pi over 3. Finally, a major warning. A very common mistake is to divide both sides of an equation by a trigonometric function. For example, if you have sine x cosine x equals sine x, you might be tempted to divide both sides by sine x to cancel it out. Do not do this. If you divide by sine x, you eliminate the possibility that sine x could be 0, which means you lose valid solutions. Instead, always move everything to one side and factor. To summarize, here is your checklist for success. 1. Move all terms to one side so the equation equals 0. 2. Identify if it is a GCF problem or a quadratic form. 3. Factor the equation completely. 4. Set each factor to 0 and solve for the angle. And remember, never divide by the variable or function you are solving for. Follow these steps, and you will master these equations in no time.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.